Yo, 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 Big Cash back up in here. Look, some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know. I just wrote a book called Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset. Now, I want to focus on this manufactured mindset part, y'all, and how to avoid it. Shout out, the truth is, we're about to react to this video about this manufactured mindset and how we were conditioned to think in a way that other people profit. The manufacturer, they profit off of this mindset. And the truth is, this video right here, he's going to teach you how to escape it. This video will unplug you from the matrix. I remember when I was 25 years old. This is why I started to, I noticed something. I said, why am I going back and forth to work? Why do I have to keep working? Like I said, this ain't normal. Cause I was always into nature, and I was always inquisitive, like curious. You know, what's out there? You know, what's outside of the United States, and traveling. I was always in, and I always liked the videos like conspiracy theory videos. What they call conspiracy theories, a lot of that stuff be true. I'm just, for argument's sake, I'm gonna just say conspiracy theories. Now, all of us have that type of natural mindset of being curious, always wanting to know better and you know, explore. You know what I'm saying? We all got that mindset in the beginning, but being as though that, remember that scripture that I always brought out, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So with the powers that be, the wicked people who control this earth, they always constantly have to have your mind under their submission. Check this out, y'all. This is one of them ones right here. This what we like right here. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
About 98% of the population walks around having no clue they are being controlled. They have no idea that their entire existence has been fabricated by those who are controlling them. Those who have created the manipulated existence they exist in. There is a reason why our world seems so fallen with so many people that are lost today. It's because.
And check this out, this comedian, I always told you in my previous videos, this comedian called George Carlin, he always exposed them. He always is. He said America ain't nothing but a big shopping mall. And you got to think about it. Remember the billboards we just seen? They always trying to sell you something. Here it is. We on an iPhone. What is this? The iPhone 16 we on now? They always keep pushing something and pushing something, and it's really no change in it. It ain't no change in it. I ride dirt bikes, right? Ride dirt bikes. I got, what is that? I think that's a 2010 I got. They on a 2024, 2025 dirt bike. It ain't no change in them things. And no change. The manufactured mindsets that have you on this hamster wheel to keep going for something that's not there. Us as people, we like shiny things. I think I heard Jay-Z speak about it. Said, yeah, the shiny things. We always glorify shiny things. We always want shiny things. I'm telling you, long as you want these shiny things, they gonna always have you in this trick bag. Check this out, y'all.
Because they're stuck in the matrix and they don't even know it. I'm not talking about Andrew Tate when I'm referring to the matrix. I am referring to the manufactured existence the elite have created for the world. Today, I will be exposing the matrix and those behind it. And I will also teach you how to free yourself from it, like I have been able to do myself. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, right?
We here for it. We are here for it.
You may be asking what exactly the Matrix is. The Matrix is the very existence you're living in. Just like in the movie The Matrix, most people are living in a manufactured existence that was created by the world elite. For many people in this world, they blindly support the Matrix because they don't realize they're a part of it. Our world is controlled by a very few people. Billionaires who have enslaved society in order to be able to live like gods on earth. The Federal Reserve Act is what put the power of money in the hands of these powerful elite that we are all slaves to. Before the Federal Reserve Act, money was backed by physical gold, but now it's backed by the word of the Federal Reserve, which is not controlled by the government. Instead, it is independently owned by billionaire elite. Money is one of the tools used to enslave us as we all need it. The way many people make money in this country is by working for the many big corporations.
And this how they do. They put it in the music. This is what I'm telling you. The more they show it to us visual, because we're visual people, the more we see something, the more we going to want it. And this how they show it in the videos. They have people with the money up here, you know what I'm saying? And they put it in the music. Back to what I was saying. Y'all know how Rihanna got work, da-na-na-na, work. Really, they telling you to work. Now when you at your job, you like, I got to get it. I need some more hours. Really, you need to relax. You need some rest. Then they got Kevin Gates with, I got 6 jobs. What did he say? I got 10 jobs. I don't get tired. You gonna get tired. He said, I got 6 jobs. I don't get tired. What's another? I think it's another one. What's another? I think it's another one. Think with Young Thug or somebody. It was a year they was pushing work all in the songs. And guess what? They was tricking us. They were tricking us to listen to the song work. And then subconsciously, your subconscious pick it up, because you got a subconscious that pick things up without you even knowing it. Your brain is powerful, I'm telling you. Your subconscious pick it up. Now you at work and you tired, but in your mind, you thinking of one of them songs. I don't get tired. You amping yourself up to be a slave to society. Check it out, y'all. Check it out.
That own America. The big corporations are owned by a small group of people. This small group of people own just about everything. The grocery stores, the fast food restaurants, the entertainers, the entertainment system, the companies that make cars, clothes, and food are all owned by this small group of people.
Look, that's Cummins right there. That's the trucking. Look at that. I'm telling you. And yeah, that's what my point was. I was wondering. I was like, dang, why do I keep working? But the companies be elevating, right? Like you see McDonald's, Burger King, they get their refurnish their buildings and all of that stuff, but the pay ain't elevating. The pay, they always keep you in a certain margin. We don't elevate with these companies. These companies elevate and they go invest in themselves, and they go and invest in their colleges and all of that stuff. They go invest in prisons. They go invest in all this stuff, but they don't invest in you. They don't boost up your wages. They keep you at this a certain margin. So we thinking like, dang, I get paid $15 an hour, but nah, that can't keep. That's not going to keep up with the economy. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Watch this, y'all.
People, these billionaires pay most of their employees minimum.
Inflation. That's the word I was looking for. Inflation. So you think the same $15 is the same $15 from back in the day? Nah, Even you get paid $20 an hour, it's not the same $20 an hour from back in the day. But you think it's the same $20 an hour from back in the day, but it's not, because you got inflation. You know what I'm saying? Really, we supposed to be getting paid about $100 an hour. If they was being fair, these people make a lot of money. We supposed to be getting paid about $1.50 an hour. $1.50 an hour, and you thinking to yourself like, big kid's crazy. $1.50 an hour, $150 an hour, that's too much money. They ain't shh. They could pay us that. Let's get it.
wage, which is not even enough to pay their rent and buy groceries monthly. On top of paying them crumbs for their hard physical work, they then take all the money right back. As when people buy products from the companies they own, they pay the money right back to the same people who gave it to them. Essentially, the money goes right back into the hands of the elite, who not only profit from the customers, but also from the employees. It's a system of control, and it works so perfectly because most people don't even realize it. A lot is being done to keep people distracted from seeing what's going on. Hollywood, the music industry, and even social media are all being used to keep the masses trapped in the matrix. So is the food they're being fed, as without a proper diet, your brain isn't operating at its full potential.
Talk that talk. Talk that talk. They make you weak so you don't know how to combat with the things that they got going on. The scriptures say, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. What's the gift? You get fast food. You got all this stuff that you get fast, but it's destroying you. We got to get out that mindset of constantly gratifying, like gratification. Always trying to satisfy yourself. Learn how to discipline yourself. Learn how to put yourself in hard situations. Stop always trying to satisfy yourself. That is so detrimental. Always trying to satisfy yourself with things. Life ain't about being happy all the time. Life is about ups and downs and going around 360. That's how the world works. Ups and downs. But when you live, you got to level yourself out. You got to stop always trying to be on this high. And that's what social media do. It'll trick you into thinking that you happy all the time just by scrolling. Oh, I got to buy this. I got to buy that. I need. You don't need nothing. Discipline yourself. Put yourself in a rough predicament. So that way, when you do go through a rough patch in life, you don't even feel it. Because you already been training yourself to be in those rough patches. That's why you got to take it upon yourself to put yourself in a rough patch. Go somewhere and meditate for an hour. Straight hour in darkness. It teaches you how to be bored. So now, not bored. I ain't going to say bored. I'm going to say peaceful. It teaches you how to be peaceful. So now when you do get knocked off, your little high horse or whatever, now you don't even feel it. Cause you already been practicing that meditation, right? Listen, man. He about to cook on this one.
There are three massive companies that own everything. Vanguard, State Street, and BlackRock have a stake in most companies in America. They're on the board of so many massive corporations and profit from just about everything. Now, if anyone would be running the Matrix, these guys will likely be a part of it. They have so much power that they have been accused of buying presidents. The system works in a way that most people don't realize they're stuck in it. Most people go to school until they're adults and are taught how to be a member of this Matrix. They then graduate from their school and go on to get a job that is offered by those who control the Matrix. They then become slaves of this system, working for the Matrix until retirement, after they wasted all their young years to a job that the Matrix created for them. Sad.
And this is what they do. Notice when you watching a movie, say you watching a movie, right? The movies. You know the movies, they put a couple in this huge house. And then they always had their little friends over. And what's the one thing they always have? That daggone glass of liquor. Now you think you living in that. You think you aspire, you want that. You ain't about to get that with that little job. And when you do get that, just say you saved up a down payment. Now you're in debt. You're in this big old debt. You in this big debt. This is how they keep controlling you to try to keep going for it. Learn how, like, say if you get a raise or something like that, learn how to be content with that. Learn how to not go out to eat. Try, like, if you go out to eat every week, try to go out to eat once a month. Let's just do once a month. Just hold your money back. Invest in these stocks. Put it in the stocks or something like that. Let your money grow. The stocks is the only thing that could combat inflation. I'll tell you, because it's going up as time go up. Learn how to be disciplined and stay away from these shiny things. Shiny things. The shiny things. The big old 50,000 square foot home with the Ferrari and stop wanting this stuff. If you put your mindset into not wanting this stuff and you discipline yourself into understanding peace, you know what I'm saying? Go out there in the grass and enjoy the sunlight, enjoy the trees, enjoy the air. You know what I'm saying? Do that and discipline yourself. I'm telling you, you will get yourself out of that rat race because you ain't going to be so quick to spend your money on the nonsense. Avoid that manufactured mindset. Ah, man, I love stuff like this. This way, hey, look, y'all know I'm be talking a lot during them videos, but when we talk about this stuff right here, hey, look, you can't stop me from talking. I'm telling you, this is stuff I'll be on right here.
Sadly, they never make enough money to escape this matrix and have less than a quarter of their life to live after they're done working. Those who own this matrix need everyone to be slaves to it in order for them to live like gods. We work while they party and do whatever their sinful hearts desire. They pay us crumbs, and then we give them those crumbs back so we can exist in their matrix. It is a cycle of work, pay bills, work, and then we die. All while the
Boy, I went crazy when I was 20. I was like 25, 26, I think. Man, I went out of my mind. I said, what's going on? Why am I constantly going back and forth to work and I ain't making nothing at the end of the week? Because you give it right back to the bills. I'm like, what the hold up? I'm like, oh, whoa. Bro, I dag on there, lost it. I remember there's a comedian slash elder. He passed, Dick Gregory. He said, once you put on them glasses, because remember, this was the time I was watching videos, what they call conspiracy theories and all of that stuff. This stuff is real. This stuff is real. The elites is real. I was watching all that stuff, and I think that the more information you got, the more you would have to handle. And I was putting so much information in my mind. I wasn't at that one. It was too much for me. It was too much for me. It was too much. I said, hold on, whoa. That, bruh, I almost lost it. Bruh. I almost lost it. Hold on, I ain't gonna keep doing this.
The elite live like gods on earth with endless money and time to do as they please. This is how the system works. In order to break out of that system, you must first unplug from that system. They're attacking your mind, your health, and your spiritual relationship with God. Those who control the matrix enslave the world by controlling everything we consume. Most importantly though, they control the school system, the entertainment we consume, and the food we eat. But the most crucial part of their plan is making sure we are separated from God. As when we start to doubt his existence and fall further away from his light, it is much easier to control us. Now, it's important for them to control the schools because it's where the system starts. In school, they teach you everything that would mold you to be the perfect person in their matrix.
Y'all go read that book, Outwitting the Devil. Outwitting the Devil. I'm telling you. And then we all seen the memes that's out there where they compare the school classroom to the school cafeteria to the prison cafeteria, the school buses to the prison buses. They compare both of them. That's why they call it the school to prison pipeline. Telling you, your kids supposed to be, our children supposed to be resting. They supposed to be resting. The circadian rhythm, that stuff is real. Let's say that when a child don't want to eat in the morning and you forcing them to eat, their body is telling them something. I remember when I was young, I ain't like breakfast. I didn't like to eat breakfast. I ain't like to eat till about 1, 2. And what we do, we force our children to eat. You better eat that food. You better eat that. That's the body telling you something. The body telling us something. See, the children's body, they're more natural because they just coming from out of the womb and all of that, right? So their body more natural. So their body is more tapped in with the circadian rhythm and all of that stuff. They eating habits and all of that stuff. But what we do, with our mindset, right? We think, oh, no, we got this scarcity mindset. Oh, my child ain't gonna starve. My child ain't gonna starve. Next thing you know, we pumping all of this poison in our child. We pumping it all in them. Yeah, pause. We pumping, giving them all these little Pop-Tarts in the morning, these little bagels and all of this stuff in the morning that is messing them up. I'm telling you, nothing wrong with fasting, y'all. We got to start fasting. Check it out.
If you fail in school, you end up having the worst end of the matrix system.
For y'all in the background, we're not getting through this video. So you might as well, if you complaining and all that for me talk, we ain't getting through this video. We ain't getting through it. So, all right. The link is in the description.
As you're then valued as less in the matrix employment system. School is the beginning molding tool they used on us. Now, entertainment is how they distract you and keep you from ever realizing you're in the matrix. They own the movies, TV shows, sports, and the music you consume, using it all to keep you distracted and too consumed with pointless entertainment that means nothing that we're tricked into overvaluing. This is one of their most important tools, and it's used to shape the masses. They pay the rappers, actors, athletes, and even the big streamers to influence you and mold you into the perfect consumer in their system. These celebrities mold your personality and what you value. They influence what people think is positive or negative, which is all fabricated by the elite who control everything we consume. This is how the Matrix controls your mind and keeps you distracted so you could be an unknowing, willing participant in their system. For example, the Matrix has created this hip-hop/gangster culture. They have used rappers to normalize the street life and to glorify it to their fans, creating this hip-hop gangster culture that severely influences the youth that consumes it. The youth have been tricked into acting like gangsters and live like someone that they're not, because the culture paints.
Now you got all these teens, these the YNs out here wearing sweaters in 90-degree weather, ski mask and what they call shiesty masks in 90-degree weather. All because they want to look like NBA Youngboy and Lil Durk in them. 90-degree weather with their head down, no smiles. All because they want to be like the rapper that they hear. And with that low chakra music. With that low vibrational music. People call it chakras, but it's just low vibrational. I'm telling y'all, man, look, we gotta avoid this manufactured mindset. We gotta tell us enough is enough. When is it enough? Ain't you tired? Don't you know yourself? You know yourself. Are you overindulging?
It's being a gangster as the only thing that's acceptable. If you're not tough and about that life, you're a loser and a square. This is how they manufacture your personality. Once you realize your favorite idol is a part of the system, you will be able to see what they really are, puppets. This is why I expose them often, as they are keeping people trapped in the system. The next thing they use in this system is the food we consume. A lot of the food, especially the food they make available for us, is terrible for our health. This food helps dumb you down, lower your lifespan, and cloud your judgment. It's not a surprise that most Americans are consuming junk-ass food, but what they don't know is that junk is being used to enslave them and their family. You must become knowledgeable on nutrition and ingredients. Most people who shop don't look at labels. They don't care about what's in their food as long as it tastes good. That allows.
I'm going to say this. When you go in the grocery store, stay away from the middle lanes. Stay away from the middle aisles. Just grocery shop outside of them. So you get your eggs, you get your cucumbers, you get your fruits, you get your vegetables. That's on the outside. Stay away from the middle aisles unless you're trying to get a bar of soap or something like that. Or you got to get some things for the bathroom or something like that. And that's what all the processed foods is. So that's a rule of thumb right there. And notice when you checking out, they always got the snacks and stuff right there. That's for the children. And it was a study. It was a study done. They got all the boxes of cereal with a character on the boxes of cereal. They looking down. Why is all the characters looking down? That's because your child is little, right? It's to trick them into looking up at it and saying, "Oh, I want that. I want that." And they do like different colors because colors attracts the children too. I'm telling you, this is how they get us. Even like fruit is different colors, right? That's God's way of showing that this is good right here. Boom, boom, boom. What they do, they process the food and put all the different colors. So what they doing is they trying to replicate God. Anything God naturally put on here, the devil, the evil people of this earth, they try to replicate it and do the same thing that God did. God made humans, they trying to make robots. God made dreams, they came up with the internet. I'm telling anything that God done made, they trying to redo it. They trying to make their own little thing. I'm telling you, the evil people, they rule this earth, y'all. Check it out.
Allows these elites to use food to their advantage, putting chemicals and ingredients in food that cause health concerns. Now, I'm not a nutritionist, but I have learned what I should and shouldn't be eating by doing my own research. I advise you guys to download food rating apps like Yuka and EWG Healthy Living, which allow you to scan food items in order to get a generalization on what food is actually hazardous for your health. Even with these apps though, you gotta read the label, as these apps don't provide information on seed oils, which are terrible for your health. When shopping for food, make sure you're checking for seed oils and chemicals that will destroy your health. Instead of using seed oils, use oils like coconut oil, avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil, and you can even use ghee. I'm not saying for you to never eat out, as sometimes that's impossible, but definitely try to avoid it as much as possible.
And check this out. Ain't none of us perfect. None of us perfect. I slip up a whole lot. But what I do, I get right back up and I keep it moving. I still do my workout. I was listening to Charleston White one time. He said one thing that we stopped doing is sweating. We stopped sweating, y'all. Sweat is the way that you get rid of all them toxins in your body. You know what I'm saying? We don't sweat no more. We avoid heat. We avoid the sun like the plague. We avoid the sun like the plague. We got to stop avoiding that sun. The sun, what it does is good for vitamin D, and it purges out all the toxins in your body. When you feel that sun early in the morning, you feel it. You could just sit there and close your eyes and you just feel it. It's like it massages it massages your whole body. I'm telling you, you got to observe it. You got to sit there and actually observe it. If you up there, you being a busybody, you ain't gonna pay no attention to it. You ain't gonna pay no attention to it. But go out there in the sun, especially like early in the morning or something like that. You ain't eat nothing yet. Go out there and just let that sun just soak on your body. And you just feel it, like you just feel it. Just it feel like a massage or something internally. I'm telling you, check it out.
I personally myself do not eat any fast food restaurant, and I eat out very rarely. I prefer to cook every meal I consume. Start eating healthy, consume more whole foods like fruit and vegetables, nuts, meats, and chicken. Those foods will fix your health and clear up your mind. Also, make sure to get some exercise in to keep yourself fit. You don't gotta be in the gym for hours, but at least get on a treadmill or go for a walk and lift some weights. Keep your muscles active. Now, the most important thing the Matrix uses against you is weakening your relationship with God. They want to be your God. They want you to worship their money. You have to not allow this to happen and never sell out for money. Never become a slave to it. Make sure you keep your relationship with God strong, as the Matrix uses everything to attack that relationship. The Matrix pushes his attack through schools, as they try to convince you early on that the world was created by its own, with their Big Bang Theory. Even though the Big Bang Theory is just a theory with no evidence to suggest it's real. They then use the entertainment system to brainwash.
Hey, look, them scientists know what's up. They know what's up. Trust me, they know what's up. It's a whole lot of scientists. They got a little, in the science world, they got a little science beef going on. The Big Bang versus if there is a God that created everything or not. Look, when you go to my Instagram, you scroll all the way down, there's a plant that I took a picture of. I'm like, what the? You gotta look at God's creation. You like, hold on, ain't no Big Bang create this. This stuff is, man. You look at a spider web and how does create? I'm like, man, come on, bro. Remember, we created in the image of God. God ain't created in the image of us. So we think, being as though that we smarter than the animals and all that. We think we the all be all. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand. We not the ultimate. We not the ultimate. Yeah, we're in Psalms, I think it's 86 and 2. It said, ye are gods, but you're gonna die like men. Yeah, we are gods. We get to create and all of that stuff, but we're not the most high God. We're not the highest. We're just created in his image. So we get to create and stuff like that, but we're not the most high. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get that out of our system, thinking that we the most high. And listen, he is marvelous. When I tell you he's marvelous, he's marvelous. Like he's all the credit goes to the Most High. All of it. I'm telling you. All of it. You got to understand, man. Let's get it.
Wash the masses with satanic propaganda using Hollywood, making fun of our God and mocking those who follow God in order to paint spiritual people as corny. This is how the system fabricated your reality. They tell you what to think through the TV and shows you pay for. They give millions to the entertainers to keep you distracted and to keep you away from God, as they know if your relationship with God is strong, it's harder for them to manipulate you. Make sure you follow Jesus Christ as his humble servant no matter what. And also make sure you pray to God every day and work through his will. Prayer is important, as asking God for guidance is how you find your true purpose. Never allow them to destroy that connection you have with God. Never let them lead you astray, as they are counting on your lack of relationship with God so they can consume you like the demons they are. Remember, they are attacking your mind, your health, and your spiritual relationship with God in order to keep you stuck in the matrix. Now, after you learn all of this, you need to learn the truth about this world in order to unplug. Our world is not just a physical one, but one powered by the spiritual world. A lot that is being done in this world is connected to the spiritual realm. It's connected to who those who run this world truly serve spiritually.
And understand, man, we ain't getting nowhere without application. You must apply something. I don't care if it's a little bit. Just you gotta apply something. You can't just be listening to something all day and just watching these people just feed your ego, and you think you're doing something. You must have application when you're doing something. You got a lot of people out here just watching, and ain't putting no action behind it. You must put action behind what you're learning.
The father of lies, corruption, hate, and manipulation. The opposite of God. It's the reason everything they put in front of you leads you away from God. On this channel, I try to teach people the truth about this world. How a lot of what seems just like normal things is actually connected to the occult. Most of the people deemed important in society have been associated with the occult and secret societies like the Freemasons. Our reality is running concurrent with the spiritual world. It is connected, and once you see that, everything will be different. Those who run this world have done everything in their power to make sure you never find out the truth. They don't want you to know the truth about how this world works. They want to enslave you using occult knowledge and ideas, something that they have been successfully doing for years now. This is how they manipulate and hypnotize you using occult knowledge. Once you realize this about the world, you can see the system for what it really is. Then, and only then,
don't you know how somebody on that stuff, let's just say, everybody's seen the movie New Jack City, right? Y'all remember when Pookie, he was getting off that stuff and he was shaking, he was like, ugh. He was getting off that stuff. That's the same with us with the internet. With the internet, with the scrolling and all that stuff. This is the reason why people can't go relax in some grass. They feel like they're missing out on something. But really, you just withdrawing from all of that hyper reality. This is a hyper reality that we're in. When you online, when you're on the internet, you constantly talking on the phone, all that radiation hitting you and all of that stuff, all them waves and all of that stuff. What that's keeping you on a high. That's keeping your body on a high, but it's your job to get back balanced again. You get back balanced again by combating it with you going out into nature. When you look up the benefits of grounding and the negative energy and the positive energy, we connected with this earth. I'm telling you, Liz, we connected with this earth. And you go out there and start grounding and stuff. Leave your phone in the car. All that stuff, your watches, leave that stuff in the car. Just naturally, just you. Just natural old you. Just you. No nothing on. Go out there, get the grounding. I'm telling you, what it's going to do is going to balance you back out. It's going to balance you right back out. I'm telling you.
Can you unplug from this system and free yourself? You have to stop allowing entertainment to shape and mold you and stop overvaluing it and letting it consume you. I'm not saying don't consume it, but don't let it be important in your life, as entertainment is just there to distract you and keep you consumed. When you're bored, it's because you're not using your time wisely. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. You can be using it to get closer to God, to build your own business, or to make yourself a better person. Instead, you're giving them that time for them to manipulate and control you. Remember to watch what you eat and avoid planted restaurants that they put all over the place to feed you junk. Avoid the processed garbage food they sell you at their stores. Stick to organic, healthy whole foods and eat them daily. Eat food your body will be proud of and watch how your mind and health starts to clear up. Most importantly, don't let them destroy your relationship with God. God is the most important thing in anyone's life. Without God, you have nothing, and nothing can replace God.
That's your natural connection. That's your natural connection. That meditation, that darkness, just like a baby inside of the womb is sitting there in darkness, quietness. That's the connection. That's why in Matthew's, when they say the prayer, I think it's 2 verses up from Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. It's 2 verses up from that. It tells you to go in the closet. It tells you to go in the closet to put your mind frame back in that darkness. There's a connection with the darkness. That's where the well, I ain't gonna say that because there's levels to think. I don't think everybody on that level of thinking, but it brings you to the light and the darkness. Yeah, I know that ain't gonna make no sense. That's why I said I wasn't gonna say it, but I said it anyway. But let's continue, y'all.
God should always be who guides you and helps you. Remember to always pray and always ask for his forgiveness. Without God, you will find yourself lost and you will have less resistance to sell out. You will likely live a meaningless life that always ends up in disaster. Remember, they want your mind, soul, and your body. They want you to be a mindless slave they can use to live like gods on their heaven on earth. They will always give you just enough to be a slave in their system. You have to free yourself and then create your own way to make money, avoiding their system and their businesses. Make your own living. Rely on what God gave you. Don't be...
I'm telling y'all, street dad, geek dad, avoiding the manufactured mindset. So you got 2 types of dads, right? You got one who got everything on this earth, and you got one that is aspiring to get everything on earth, but they both lost because they lost themselves. It goes deeper than that, but I'm just touching on the little surface part of it. Avoiding the manufactured mindset. Their job is to keep you in a certain mindset that's detrimental to yourself, y'all.
Be a pawn for these mega corporations. I hope with this video, I'm able to help you guys unplug from the matrix, free your minds, and reconnect with God. God will guide you in the right direction, and you will notice how your life improves as time goes on. I want to know what you guys think about this video below. Did you find this video helpful? If so, let me know in the comments. Well, that's it.
Yeah, y'all go tap into the truth is, man. The Lord in the scriptures say, be fishers of men. So we might got to go to the bottom and talk about rappers and all of that stuff and sprinkle a little bit, truth up in there, here and there. Because look, this is the thing. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Most people is attracted to wickedness. So this is how we got to do it. This is how we got to do it. But yeah, like I said, it's more about application, y'all. It's not about what you know. Oh, I know that. I know that. Oh, I know this. Yeah, I already heard that already. I heard. Where's the application? That's the main point. Applying. I know some of y'all are like, yo, you always sitting on the internet. We see you all day, every day. Y'all don't see the breaks that I take. I take good breaks. I take good naps. Y'all see it in the middle of some videos I be hyped. I'm like, yeah, that's because I just came from a nap. Yeah, that's it. And that probably just because I just got finished eating that good old watermelon and good grapes. That's where that energy come from. Yeah, that's where that energy come from. And fasting, not putting so much. I mean, I eat meat here and there, but I don't put so much on me till I'm at the point where I'm sluggish. I can't do nothing. I don't. And I'll be. Some of y'all know I've been skateboarding for a long time. I sweat like crazy when I do that. So, hey, look, it's all about application. You go find something that you like to do or whatever. Go sit out in the sun. I like grounding. Go taking my socks and shoes off and go walking in the grass. You know what I mean? These are something. I mean, you go to my Instagram, you might see some of that stuff. The Instagram right there at the bottom. Right there at the bottom. You're gonna see a lot of that stuff. But it's these videos. I know a lot of people ain't gonna see. The algorithm ain't gonna push these type of videos. You know what type of videos they push. You know what I mean? So if you got something from this video, like it, get to 1,000 likes, subscribe. Shout out to The Truth Is. This was a banger. These the videos that really matter. And it's a reason why they don't push these videos out into the algorithm. They don't want the people waking up, man. I'm telling you, that's the same reason why they try to get rid of the TikTok joint. It's a lot of truth on that platform. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Go purchase Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset. If you're really trying to make a change in your life, if you really want that natural energy from the creator himself, I'm telling you, that'll help. That'll help. It's a self-help book as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, try to put yourself in a state of peace, what they call being bored. Force yourself to be bored. Practice it. Practice it. I'm telling you, it's very, very, very beneficial. Just sitting there, no phone, no TV, just sitting there and meditating on the Lord's word. Very beneficial. Very, very, very beneficial. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Big Kesh signing out. I'm going, y'all.